An unusual exhibition has opened in South Korea to remind the public of the Seawall Ferry tragedy. Anyone can take part in this so-called memory storing exhibition. These boxes, hanging on the ceiling and decorated with stars, are dedicated to the 304 victims of the Seawall Ferry disaster. Visitors can lie down on the floor to look inside the boxes filled with the possessions of the perished ferry passengers. Kim Jong-cheon, director, 416 Memory Storage, said, "Why did you hang the boxes on the ceiling? We live under the sky filled with the dreams and hopes of these children who have become stars." Photos of the victims' rooms decorate the walls of this exhibition hall. They remind visitors of the sadness that is now filling the empty rooms that have lost their residents. The gallery's warehouse is also full of items that belong to their ill-fated Seawall passengers. This place, called 416 Memory Storage, puts on display everything related to the Seawall Ferry sinking, including the victims' bags and clothes, as well as commemorative items and records that were used nationwide to pay homage to the perished passengers. Kwon Yong-chang, planning team 416 Memory Storage, said they accept any item, however small it is, as long as it represents the pain of the Seawall Ferry tragedy. The Ansan-based 416 Memory Storage plans to continue holding exhibitions related to the Seawall Ferry tragedy in the future. The second phase of the Colombo Outer Circular Kaduwela-Kadawata New Highway was opened to the public recently. The construction work of the Kaduwela-Kadawata Express Highway began in January 2012 with financial assistance from Japanese International Cooperation Agency JICA. The construction work of the 8.9-kilometer road was carried out by a Japanese Theisi company. Of this, 5 kilometers of road was built as a flyover road built on pillars at marshy lands. The total cost of the project was in the region of 45 billion rupees. The road has 4 lanes and it can be expanded to 6 lanes. Motorists can travel from Kaduwela to Kadawata in 7 minutes by taking this road. Kadawata interchange will lead to the Colombo-Kandy main road. Kaduwela Interchange Center leads to Colombo Awisawela Low-Level Road and Kalania Biagama Road. Motorists do not have to pay toll charges at these 2 bridges, which are built across the Kalani River in parallel to Express Highway. The new bridge will help motorists to travel between Kalania Biagama Road and Low-Level Road without going through Kaduwela City. The road was built with drainage systems preventing any flood situations. It has a CCTV camera system operating 24 hours. The Road Development Authority said that the system will be used to detect motorists violating road traffic regulations or driving vehicles at excessive speed. The maximum speed is 100 kilometers per hour. The project director of Colombo-Kaduwela Express Highway said that they had to face many challenges during the road construction process. Hong Kong Ocean Park announced the 10-year-old giant panda Ying Yin has had a miscarriage just 6 days after confirming her pregnancy. Ocean Park confirmed that the giant panda has had a miscarriage. Ying Ying was due to deliver within a week, but vets looking after the 10-year-old panda said scans showed the fetus had stopped developing and no heartbeat was detected.
There's a lot of things that can cause fetus to be non-viable, but unfortunately in giant panda, that is still pretty much a mystery. I mean, there is not a lot of information that one can gather to be able to tell that, what causes the fetus to stop developing.
Ocean Park says Ying Ying is healthy and the miscarriage shouldn't affect her ability to reproduce. And even though the pregnancy wasn't successful this time, Experts say Ying Ying could try having a baby again next year. People from Japan have performed the Our Summer Festival dance in Paris. About 30 dancers from Tokushima Prefecture in western Japan were accompanied by drums and stringed instruments called shamisen for the event at Place des Vosges. They wore summer kimonos or Japanese happy coats. The dancers taught some of the spectators how to perform the traditional Awa dance and invited them to join in. A French journalist organized the event to introduce Awa dance culture. About 200 dancers will be invited to Paris for another Awa dance event in the fall of 2016. A woman said she wanted to learn Awa dance. She also said it was very energetic and every dancer was smiling during the performance. Mount Fuji has been capped with snow for the first time this season. Weather officials say the iconic mountain was capped with snow 5 days earlier than last year, but 11 days later than usual. The area around Japan's highest peak was covered with clouds on Sunday morning, but the white snow above the 8th station became visible in the afternoon. The officials say the first snow was observed at 3:40 p.m. on Sunday. They say the temperature at the peak was minus 2.5 degrees Celsius at 7 a.m. Tourists visiting Lake Kawaguchi at the foot of the mountain took photos of the snow-capped peak. A man from Saitama Prefecture said he was glad that he could see Mount Fuji covered with snow. The Central Exhibition Hall of Uzbekistan Fictional Academy recently organized a show Sand at Korla Sulolasi, or Dynasty of Artists. The exhibition included works related to the creations of Uzbekistan art figure Sadullah Abdullayev and his children Jamshid Abdullayev, Fatima Ibraminova and Zukra Umarova. For many years, painter Sadullah Abdullah has been teaching the students of the Kamolidin Bekzod Institute of National Art and Design. Despite the fact that portrait genre plays a main role in the creative works of an artist, his works displayed ancient towns, national traditions and cultures, attracting the interest of spectators. His son Jamshid Abdullayev is an architect. One of his daughters, Fatima, works at Tashkent State Technical University, while another daughter, Zukra, is a young researcher at the National Art and Design Institute. J. Abdullayev artworks mainly includes memorial sketches along with landscapes of nature. Meanwhile, Fatima and Zukra displayed their creative works in the spheres of art such as national clothes design and still life. At the show displayed a number of pictures of the artists' artworks, especially the works entitled Tongi Subat, Dawn Talking, Samarkand, Sahar Manzarasi or Samarkand. With their special themes in various colors, the townscape are Ghazal Bostoni or Poetry of Gazelle, Ofta Molok, M. Komilov Portreti or Portrait of an Ophthalmologist M. Komilov, Zotira, Memory, Tok Larga, Yol, The Way to the Mountains, were the center of attraction of the admirers. 6 two-month-old tiger cubs greeted tourists at the Huangshan Tiger Forest Park in East China's Anhui province. The 6 cubs are similar in size and color. They lazily stretched out their legs, rolled over their bellies, and sometimes gazed at visitors. Sometimes they played in front of the camera and used their paws to catch the camera. Sometimes they lay on the ground playing. A visitor said it is fun indeed. They are lovely. She is used to seeing adult tigers and now she is seeing little ones, and they are so lovely. Although only 2 months old, they have a big appetite, each eating several kilograms of beef a day, with an additional meal in the afternoon, according to the breeder. The 6 cubs were born to 3 mothers, and they have to be separated while being fed so they would not fight with one another. Some hot-tempered cubs do not like to be disturbed while eating. They roared while eating as if warning visitors not to disturb them. The little cubs looked very curious about the surrounding. They sniffed here and there, jumping and trotting, attracting a large number of visitors who vied with one another to take pictures of them. Some bold visitors even went so far as to hold the little cubs in their arms. A visitor said they used to see adult tigers in the zoo and they look ferocious. Now they are seeing the tiger cubs. They look so lovely that she wants to hold them in her arms. It's not dangerous to hold them in your arms, said breeder Hu Zongbao, but in another month they cannot be held in the arms. Without the breeders around, it will be dangerous to hold them. 6 pairs of brides and bridegrooms participated in a group wedding ceremony conducted in the ancient manner of the Han nationality recently in South China's Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region. The ceremony was designed according to the style supposedly in currency among the Han people during the Western Zhou dynasty 1100 BC to 771 BC in Chinese history. The 6 pairs walked slowly and gracefully into the temple of Confucius in Nanning City, the region's capital, and said not a single word during the whole ceremony but only exchanged love through their eyes. The wedding deacons presented the newlywed sachets filled with herbs and incenses in a symbol to drive away evil spirits. A tuft of hair was cut from both the bride and the bridegroom and tied together by a red string, representing their union and a promise to face whatever may be in the future together. In the ceremony lasting more than an hour, the newlyweds also kowtowed to their parents and then to each other. Newlywed He Shu said she felt very happy to participate in such a grand Han-style wedding, and she is also very grateful for their parents' blessings.